Who are you and what do you got?
So I am Taylor Kinseth. I run Black Rhino Airsoft. I've been doing this since like I was in sixth grade. Played a lot, but now I really enjoy like teching, fixing guns. I think it's a great service out here because everyone has something. Something's going to go wrong at some point, and it's great to get them back up and running and back in the game. Um, and like smaller kids who don't know, I can do my part and teach them what's going on and, teach them more about their gun. I do a lot of um, internal parts and kind of external parts. So I stick to like your hop ups, your barrel bucking, gears, piston, all the things that go into the gun. And then some of the features, so like your rear buttstock, something like that, some things that break and can be fixed. So parts and pieces, but not really full guns. I just told you I don't have guns, and here's a gun on the wall. I do sell a few used things that actually I bought from people I played with in the past, or they've given me. But this is kind of like your sights, your muzzle brakes, your suppressors. I've got the cool part that I can do out here is have things like I know I'm gonna sell them. So I've got adapters. Every single adapter I could find that goes to 14 millimeter, which is kind of your normal suppressor size. And I've gotten rid of a lot of those, and everybody's pretty thankful. And then uh, I have little one-offs that I think will sell. A whole radio kit for somebody during our 2 days. That's pretty important, and I think they like it because it's something that I trust and it's something that I use, and I feel comfortable selling it, and so I can help them with it. And I think people really like that. Touching and feeling is huge. The other thing about it. This is my wall of more parts, internal parts, a few external pieces, a few different gear items that I have, some patches that I've had. Um, the thing I like to tell people is I'm able to do parts and pieces of your gun. So where if you were going to do it yourself, you might know what you're doing even. Maybe you've done it before, but I can open up your gun and say, here's what you need, these 2, 3 parts, and then just replace those couple of parts. Or we can do it in pieces. You don't have to order anything because if it doesn't work, I take it back out and we try something different. You don't have to worry about ordering things that don't work or trying to put them in and then you know getting rid of them, I guess, or even having to do it all at the same time. So that's what I really enjoy. A lot of people just one little thing breaks, or they decided to revamp everything. I have all the parts and pieces for that, and I try and get it at different levels, kind of like an entry level, and then your kind of high end stuff. Um, and then I have buckets of scrap for the kids that have no money and just need to get up and running for the day. So there's kind of a $0, mid level, and a high level of everything I do. The last piece, kind of my workbench. So I try and do as much as I can here at the field while people are here. Get them out and ready to play. There's a lot of people who have spare guns. And can wait, or there's something that's not as emergent, that I can take it home and do, or a bigger project where the whole gearbox needs to be redone. But a lot of it is having the tools and everything here, so that I can fix something quick. And I get a lot of people who just need a one-off thing, some screwdriver, some wrench that they don't normally use, and that you don't normally have, or like a little Dremel to just take off a piece. Just not something you're going to see at a normal field. The other thing I like to do is a lot of different props and pieces for the field. The 2 days, got a little bit of knowledge in teching and a little electrical, so something that goes pop or bang, or something that teams need to do something with to advance the game is really cool. That's kind of what I do when I have any spare time is work on stuff just to make our games more fun or our big events more fun. Um, and again, it's all about like kind of the outside aspects of the game, making sure everybody's up and running and just kind of adding value to being out here. Because that's what I wished I always had, was somebody who knew what was going on. Back in the day when we would just play in a field with our friends, if something stops working, basically you're out for the day. And then you might even have to buy a new gun, and that's really tough to see when they're not cheap, or you spend money on something you think is decent, and just one little piece stops working, and that hangs you up. So then I can just come in and fix that, and then you're back up and running. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I love to show people airsoft. I love to explain what's going on. I love to share that knowledge. So I'm Taylor with Black Rhino Airsoft, and I really appreciate you watching this video.